Welcome students. In today's class we will learn about another type of spring, that is a leaf spring. It is also known as a laminated spring. A leaf spring consists of a series of plates usually of semi-elliptical shape as shown in the figure. The flat plates are called the leaves of the spring. The leaves have graduated lengths. The leaves at the top has maximum length and the length gradually decreases from top leaf to the bottom leaf. The longest leaf at the top is called as master leaf. It is bent at both the ends to form the spring eyes. The leaves are held together by means of two U-bolts and a center clip. Rebound clips are provided to keep the leaves in alignment and prevent lateral shifting of the leaves during operation. These leaf springs are widely used in automobile and railroad suspensions. Normally, the cross section of the leaf springs are rectangular cross sections. Let us now go through the notations which we will be using for the leaf spring. As shown in the figure, NF is number of extra full length leaves and NG is number of graduated length leaves. N is total number of leaves. So I can write N is equal to NG plus NF. As we said, normally the cross section area of this leaf spring is rectangular in cross section. Hence we will assume that the width of the leaf is B and thickness of the leaf is T. L will be length of cantilever or half the length of the spring. P is the force applied at the end of the spring. Let us solve some problem based on leaf springs. Starting with the first question, it says a semi-elliptical multi-leaf spring is used in suspension of a rear axle of a truck. It consists of 2 extra full length leaves and 10 graduated length leaves including the master leaf. The center to center distance between the spring eyes is 1.2 meters. The leaves are made up of 55 Si2 MO90 material and factor of safety is 2.5. The spring is to be designed for a maximum force of 30 kN. The leaves are pre-stressed so as to equalize stresses in all leaves. We need to determine the cross section of the leaves and deflection at the end of the springs. Figuring out the data given, it is said that the spring has to be designed for a maximum force of 30 kN. That means we are given the value of 2P as 30 kN. If you can refer the diagram which we have seen before. So if 2P is 30 kN, I will write P is equal to 30 by 2, that is 15 kN for each spring. Similarly, the length is given to us as 1.2 meters, so I will write 2L is equal to 1.2, hence length of each spring will become 600 mm. We are given it consists of 2 extra full length leaves, so I will write NF is equal to 2 and 10 graduated length leaves, so I will write NG is equal to 10. E is given to us as 207000 Newton per mm square and sigma B is given to us as 1500. So applying factor of safety, I will get sigma B allowable as 600 Newton per mm square. Now as the relation between B and T, that is width and the thickness of the spring, is not given, I will assume the relation B is equal to 4T. You can also assume 5T, 6T, 7T, etc. From PSG 7.104 for a leaf spring, I have the relation sigma B is equal to 6PL divided by NBT square. There are two more relations for sigma B on the same page. So why I have used this relation? In the question we were given that the springs are pre-stressed. When the springs are pre-stressed, we will be using this relation as sigma B is equal to 6PL divided by NBT square, otherwise the later relation. Now substituting all the values which are known to us in this equation, I will get the answer for T as 12.33 mm, which I will approximate it to as 13 mm. Now as B value is known, I can find out B, which is equal to 4T, which I will get as 52 mm. This becomes the dimension of cross section of the spring. The other requirement is deflection. For deflection, again on the same page we have the relation y is equal to 6PL cube divided by ENBT cube. Substituting all the values, I will get the answer for deflection as 68.5 mm. This completes the solution. Let us solve one more problem on leaf spring. Question is, a semi-elliptical multi-leaf spring is used to carry a central load of 4000 Newton and consists of 6 leaves, 2 of which are extending to full length. The spring is having 900 mm length and a central band is 80 mm wide. Select suitable material and find first thickness and width of the spring, second camber of the spring, third length of the leaves, and fourth radius of leaves in free condition. So let us look at the data given. Please note, we have to be very careful while interpreting the data. So starting with the extraction of data from the question, it is given that there is a central load of 4000 Newton. Hence I will write 2p is equal to 4000, from which I will get p is equal to 2000 newtons. It consists of 6 leaves, that means the total number of leaves are 6. So I will write n is equal to 6, 2 of which are extending to full length. So I will write NE or NF, that is full length leaves, is equal to 2. Now if total number of leaves are 6, out of which 2 are full length leaves, so the remaining leaves will be the graduated leaves. So I will write Ng is equal to 4. Next line, the spring is having length of 900 mm. Note here, the spring length, this means we are given 2L1. Spring length means the effective length of the spring. In previous case we were given the distance between the bolts, that means the total length of the spring. Here it is given the spring is having 900 mm length, that means effective length is 900 mm. So I will write 2L1 is equal to 900. This is a very important step in this. From the value of L1, I will find out the value of L by using the relation 2L is equal to 2L1 minus small l. Now what is small l? Small l is the length of band, or you can also say it is an ineffective length of the spring. So if it is given the springs are connected by a central band, we will use the relation 2L is equal to 2L1 minus small l. Or if it is given in the question that it is connected by means of a U bolt, then this relation will be changed to 2L is equal to 2L1 minus 2 by 3 of small l. The other thing is we need to select suitable material. So I will be using 50 CR1 V23, the yield stress for which is 1800 MPa. Assuming factor of safety as 3, I will get sigma B is equal to 600 Newton per mm square, and assuming B is equal to 40. Starting with the solution, we have the formula sigma B is equal to 18PL divided by 3NF plus 2NG multiplied by B multiplied by T square from PSG 7.104. Because in the question pre-stressed was not given, I am using this formula. For pre-stress we have used 6PL divided by NBT square in previous case. Substituting the values, I will get the value of T as 7.60 mm, which I will approximate it to as 8 mm. B is equal to 40, hence I will get the value of B as 32 mm. Next step, we need to find out camber or deflection of the spring. So I will use a relation y is equal to 12PL cube divided by 3NF plus 2NG multiplied by E multiplied by B multiplied by T cube. Please note that this relation on PSG 7.104 has some misprint. Young's modulus E is not printed in the formula. We have to include E in the formula of deflection. So this is the correct formula. Substituting the known values in this equation, I will get the answer for deflection as 36.05 mm. Next is we are required to find out length of the leaves. So as there are 6 leaves, we need to find out length of each leaf. We have the relation length of the smallest or the first leaf is equal to 2 multiplied by effective length divided by n minus 1 multiplied by 1 plus ineffective length. The 1 in this formula multiplied by 1, this 1 is the number of the spring. For example, if it is a first spring, it will be 1, if it is second spring, it will be 2, third spring, it will be 3, and so on. Rest all the formula remains the same. So substituting the values in this equation, I will get the length of the first leaf as 244 mm. Similarly, for length of second leaf, the formula will exactly be same, just instead of 1 it will be 2 because it is a second leaf. for which I will get the answer as 408 mm. Similarly, for third leaf it will be multiplied by 3, fourth leaf 4 and fifth leaf 5. For length of fifth leaf I will get answer as 900 mm. Now remember, in the question we were given that there are 2 full length leaves. So out of 6, 4 are graduated leaves and 5th and 6th are full length leaf. So if the length of 5th leaf is 900 mm, I will also write length of 6th leaf as 900 mm. Last thing asked in the question was radius of the leaf in free condition. The formula for radius of leaf is given by r is equal to L1 square divided by 2y. I will substitute all the values and get the answer for r as 2808 mm. This completes the solution. Thank you.